What's going on, people? It's kind of a shame that we're just opening up right around where we were yesterday. Yesterday, I successfully stayed off the markets all day, didn't take any more trades. I don't even know if I looked at them. So, I'm pretty proud of doing that a lot of times, especially when I have an evaluation account. Even after I get off the stream with you guys, I say I'm done, but then temptation takes over and I start trading, and it's either for the good or for the worse. But anytime you disobey your rules, it's for the worse, and it will catch up with you, and that's what always happens. So this time around, we're not doing that, and I think I'm absolutely killing it with the self-discipline lately. But that's what I'm like focused on, improving that first. We've worked on improving other things, improving waiting for good setups, blah, blah, blah. We've worked on skipping bad trades. Now it's time to work on the self-discipline. What's up, Ben? Hank. Alexo. Hank, how are you doing? So it looks like these are the lines from appreciate that, Ben. You've witnessed the progress from where I used to be. Yeah, Hank's out here flaunting that rat egg. So if I was going to have a daily bias, it looks like, I mean, obviously we're going up already, but based off of 15-minute yesterday and kind of what we've done, these lines were from yesterday. We took out that buy side first and came down, took out south side. We got this displacement, and markets kind of sucked yesterday and all night, but we did come down and fill in this gap, and we're ripping off of that so far. Where do we go? Where do we go from there? We're gonna. That's that weekly swing high marked out, so it looks like I think we're reaching for that weekly swing high. So until something shows me otherwise, the XY, I'll look at it. I just get, since I haven't watched it, so I'll do a quick analysis on it. Took out all the sell side, these three lows. That one. It's been ripping up. However, it is filling in this gap. So, I mean, it's getting close to that. So, if it was going to reverse, it would be on that order block. So, if this keeps ripping and then hits that and reverses, morning, Wayne. Um, that could continue sending Nasdaq up. And I see what you mean though with this ripping up and Nasdaq as well. However, if you look, I mean these markets move in waves. Dollar has been moving down since Wednesday at, let's put the crosshairs on. It's been moving down since 2, where Nasdaq is moving up at the same time. So that's what I didn't like about watching dollar. Like I think in my opinion you have to look at it at the on the higher time frames and looking at the overall, not just like, oh, this morning it's moving up at 2, or since 1 or 2 on Wednesday last week it's been moving down. This little move up, I wouldn't think that would mean Nasdaq starts moving down immediately, because I think it's warranted to move up into this displacement where it could then continue to move down. But I don't. This is really kind of the first time I've ever actually paid attention. I've never given it that much time, so I don't know. Something I did notice yesterday though on our I'm not going to start trading ES, but our first trade yesterday on Nasdaq, the same move, because I mean they usually have the same moves on both. Or was it? That's PM. They usually have the same moves, obviously. McLovin. So we shorted this fair value gap on Nasdaq. Obviously, it didn't work. Nasdaq wanted to make higher highs. It's a little bit frustrating seeing ES made the same exact move at the same exact time, and ES, I know you guys were saying that there was like a divergence, but the same fair value gap on ES did play out. Yeah, ES just doesn't move as quick, but it doesn't it's like, in my opinion, it's the same moves, it's just not as many points as Nasdaq, but if you want that amount of money in that amount of time, you could just scale up. Hey Umar, I'm feeling pretty good today. How are you feeling? Yeah, yesterday I had a headache. I didn't even I kind of just laid around all day, letting that try to go away. I want to pay attention. I'm not going to watch ES, but whenever I take a trade, okay, first of all, I need to freaking write stuff down so I can keep track of this stuff in the long term. Knives, what's going on? Umar, if you're sick, don't even risk it. I need to document when things like this happen, where the same move on ES and the same move on Nasdaq, one worked and one didn't. My initial thought is, okay, if I'm going to risk $200 on one trade, I could risk 100 on ES and 100 on Nasdaq. And if I'm going for obviously 1-to-1, I'd just be break even when things like this happen, where one doesn't work and one does. If I was going for a 1-to-2, if one doesn't work and one does, then I'm going to be in profit. That might increase our chances, but at the same time, if both of them don't work, then I took 2 losing trades. But if I split the amount that I'm willing to risk per day in half, then I'm just down the amount I was planning on being down anyways. I just don't know how often that this happens, where a setup on Nasdaq didn't work out, and a setup on ES did work out. But could we have? Yeah, we could have gotten a 2-to-1 on that. Could have gotten more, obviously, but I think if I was aiming for like 2-to-1s, yeah, I need to back test that. I also need to be writing stuff down. I told you guys I was going to write stuff down. I bought this notebook 2 months ago. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write stuff down, and let me show you the first page. So it's not going very well. But my plan was to write stuff down so I can go back and make, okay, look at how many times that this happened. I just hate writing stuff down. I like doing everything on the computer. And I just don't like taking notes to begin with. But I need to. I'm making the other necessary steps to improve my trading. I need to be writing stuff down. Should have turned it on members only to show off all the secrets. So the longs were working so far. All right. This is like this weekly swing high is kind of long term. Obviously. I like that swing. I was only 40 points away. We'll just put both of them on there, and then, I mean, the market can take one out and turn around, or it can take both of them out and turn around. Who knows? She's going to do whatever she wants to do. And there are Feds speaking, but I didn't see Powell on the list, so I'm kind of hoping that it's not going to move too much. Oh, today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, 8:30. We've already passed, which 9:15. This dude started talking, and then we got 10. I don't think they're gonna be moving the markets that much, but you never know. Yeah, there's nothing red on here, so we'll see. Yeah, I think it was at 9:15. But when I started, I was talking about how yesterday we took out buy side, sell side, and then started making moves that make it look like market's wanting to keep moving up, and that's what we're doing. Specifically this one, I like that. Not sure who you're talking to, Delta, but I am Eastern. Plus, I have this on Eastern as well. The time's on here. Everything you see is Eastern time for me. All right. We'll just wait and see what kind of setups we get. Just a reminder, most of you guys already know, this is our AMP account. This is my personal account that we're trading micros on. And then I have a tab for Tradeovate, which has 6 25K evaluation accounts that we're working on. No trades today, Vapor. Just now getting started. Yeah, it's all right. You'll learn them. Maybe make some cue cards with them, with some popular cities in the index cards. I'm really going to try to wait till probably closer till 10 today. I also did like watching the 5-minute, and that way it forces me to have something on the 5-minute first, and then I can drop down and then see if there's anything on any other time frames. While we wait for the market to do whatever it wants to do this morning, we can look at that. Keep me occupied so we don't jump into something. So yesterday we had a bullish fair value gap. It did go through swings. So what I would do is mark that out and then drop down to like a 1 minute and see if we get another setup on a 1 minute in that same area. Which do get this one, which would have worked for a. Now I'm not looking for moves to continue throughout the whole day. Just looking for 1-to-1s or better. So drawing a fib on this, waiting for the market to come back, putting a buy, putting a stop, 1-to-1, and 1-to-1.6. I had to sneeze. Oh. I think I need to be doing that. Pretty certain ICT says to do that. Well, I like that. Made higher highs on that little run up at 9:30 and displaced down. Well, yeah, Tyler. Yeah, like one of the number one rules in trading is to not think about the money. And when there's profit goals and stuff like that, it forces you to think about the money. Like you can't. How are you supposed to trade if without thinking about the money when like you get that close to a goal, or when you need a goal, or there's a consistency goal or anything? That's my issue. It's my issue with these prop firms. That's what I'm really trying to do with these accounts that I got, is not even think about the money, just trade responsible size every day, and then let consistency and self-discipline be the main two goals. No money. The Nasdaq will bless me with money when I can control myself and take what she offers. Yes, Alito. So basically 15 minis with no stop loss on every trade. That's what I'm trying to do. Those are wise words. Tyler, you don't have 15 contracts, do you? Or you have no stop? Hank, uh, if you don't have an entry, we're not getting in. I think I would be comfortable shorting this if we come back up into here. Especially if we don't go and take out any of these lows. Not sure if it works like that. If you don't have a stop and you're in the red, you just close the browser, close the charts, and you can't ever be wrong. So, does anyone know, are we past the date when ICT said he was like leaving? He said he has posted his last video. I thought November 12th was the last time he was like, when he was leaving Twitter and stuff. The 11th. He's been super quiet lately. So I was like, damn, I thought he would at least like say like a goodbye or something. There you go. Hey, 1% a day is good, right? No, he did not. I guess because I'm his son, he just thinks he'll see me on the holidays that he didn't need to say that, but yeah, I'll just see him at Thanksgiving. So we've got this. I want it to kind of want it to come up here, then we'll short. Wonder if I missed my opportunity. Now, a lot of times these setups give several stabs into the fair value gap. But I'll be damned if we miss another trade. Took nothing on Thursday, nothing on Friday. 2 losers yesterday. Oh, that sucks. I've always had to where we moved to. We're supposed to, or we have to take our trash to the place, which it's only like a mile away. But I just signed up for them to come get it because I can't. I'm so sick of doing that. Oh, we need to enter on here too. All right. Short in the 50s ish. Ideally wanted to be in the 60s, but remember being younger and having to run the trash out there. Hey, one stop. We just shorted this. I think a decent exit would be in this. Got that 15-minute fair value gap down there, which would be about OTE, yep, of this move. Knew it was going to dig up into here. Could have had a much better entry. This is definitely a move that we are looking for. Made a high. We made highs. Made a little swing. Made higher highs right here. Aggressive displacement. Taking out that. Taking out that. Coming back up. Going back down. I assume your stops at the highs as well. I'm getting real sick of we have had winning trades where it goes up and just barely misses it. A BPR. What the hell's a BPR? breaker. Yeah, I saw that, Joseph. I don't think that it will move the markets too much. Oh, balance price range. Yes. Oh, yeah, yeah. With this displacement up, then this displacement down. I gotcha. I just don't have all the I don't really use all the acronyms that often. But yeah, you would think then that I would prefer to have two candles the same. I mean, this took 6 minutes to do. This took 2 minutes. I'm just not an acronym guy. Like I know sometimes I write Sibby or Bissy on here, but I cringe when I type it. I'd rather write F for, or I guess I do FVG. That's like the only one I do. Nice one, Delta. You got me there. You're getting all technical on me now. This is what I should have waited for the market to do this. But it's all right. I think we at least are in around, yeah, we're in at like the 50% level. Now it's just up to the market. Was really wanting to wait till 10, but I can't pass up when there's a setup that meets all of my requirements, especially a high, low, higher, high. That's just too perfect. Hey, Hiroshi. Yeah, I'm short right here on what are oh that I just got real confused. On the micro Nasdaq, we're short. Stop at the highs. So oh, we're good. Look at what ES did. ES could stand to come up a little more, but did get a reaction right at the 50%. But doesn't matter. We got our setup. We entered. Now it's up to uh, Nasdaq to decide if it wants to take money or give us some. I'm not sure what you're saying there, bro. Did you long? If this doesn't work tomorrow, I'm absolutely waiting until 10. I don't freaking care what setups form before 10. Maybe maybe we'll start the stream like 9:45 just to force me. Come on, Nasdaq. I can't let Donkey Puncher have this. If we get stopped out on this, I think that's the only thing. I mean, I'm not disappointed in the setup, but I know, I don't know. Makes me start to think maybe I should just wait for a setup after 10. Uh-oh, Delta. Well, I was looking back at my trades the last couple months because we have been doing pretty good with like our green trades, and a lot of them were between 9:30 and 10, and some were after 10. I was looking at only the green ones. There wasn't really a difference. Oh, come on, McLovin. We did that already. Look, we made this high. Then we made this high at 9:30. That's tough. Feels very defeating when that happens. You're fine. I mean, it was everything was this was a valid setup. Just didn't want to work this time. Just sucks that 2 days in a row plus having 2 days where I didn't take anything. So it feels like I've had like 4 red days in a row, even though it's really just 2. It's annoying. But again, like I said yesterday, now the hardest part comes where I don't go trying to change the outcome of today. I accept I took a valid setup. I got in my full position size that I'm willing to risk in one day. So that's all I get. Man, that's frustrating though. Doesn't just because I talk like that doesn't mean I still don't go through it. But that is frustrating. That seems like a clear indication that we're going lower. Appreciate it, Knives. That was the easy part. Being a setup and taking it, letting it play out, that's easy. Now, it's not even 10. Market's still open for another 6 hours, and I have to avoid taking anything else because I just I don't want to give up more than that in a day. Could probably risk more on these Apex accounts, but I'm not. I'm trading these exactly how I trade my AMP. So I'm on micros, Grim. That was 4 micros on this. I just have a 250 is where I'm at right now, like a max loss. So not, and I'm really trying to just do one trade a day. So I'm just not willing to risk anymore. But statistically, we've got 2 red days. Should be green the rest of the week. If I can get some like 2-to-1s, that will be fine. Watch us take out one of these guys up here and then turn around. Yes, it did, McLovin. Yes, it did. I'm going to see if we get a setup now that it's about 10. See if we get a setup after 10. I'm not going to take it, but if there is, then I'm not starting tomorrow. I'll still get on at 9:15, but I'm not freaking not taking trades before 10 if that's the case. And oh damn, this could look at ES came right up into this imbalance right here. I think it does start going down now. I mean, maybe not. No, if I like this view or the other one better. Damn. There's a breaker. This guy. Oh, nice bull tent. I just can't. I can't take another trade. On 10-12 on the hourly. Let's look at that. I mean, I'm not taking anything else. I can't freaking this one right here. Yeah, I had all these highs marked. And then this one way up here, obviously, thinking thinking we draw up into that. That's what I said this morning before we started, but I'm also willing to take a setup, even if it's in the opposite direction of what my bias is. I mean, several other people. I don't think I did anything wrong on this. That's a pretty clear high, low, higher, high, displaced down, come back up. I mean, they just don't work sometimes. That's why I am changing my contract size to risk the same amount of points, because this was a pretty big stop that if I was doing the same contracts every day, that'd be a massive loss. Instead, it's only minus 260, which is right around where that's just the most I'm willing to risk on a trade at the moment. I think tomorrow, though, we need to wait till after 10 because 2 days in a row now where we got caught in the little manipulation moves that happen. I just thought that that first move up at 9:30 was the manipulation. A little fake out, breaking a high, strong green candle right at 9:30, making everyone long. And it did work. I mean, it did fake people out because then we dropped. But damn. It's such a good looking setup. It messes with me that didn't work. But like I say, they're not. If I go through the charts and pick out 100 of those, they're not all going to work. So tomorrow we just wait again, wait for a setup again, and then take that. Yeah, right. I wasn't wrong. I didn't do anything wrong, but that's where I struggle with just my personality because I feel like I was wrong, and I don't want to be wrong. But I wasn't wrong anyways. The market was wrong. I was right. That's right. I'm not going to do it. I think a long off of this guy would be decent. And putting it, I wouldn't want to put a stop all the way down here or that low, but I've never taken these before, but I think a stop beneath like these two order blocks would be okay. But we're not taking anything else. I've been doing a lot of talk lately about the importance of self-discipline and stuff like that. So this is just the market really testing me. Like, do you mean what you say? I left those lines up. This is where my brain is right now. Like, do I want to risk like $100 maybe? Yeah, and I like. I mean, I had these lines drawn out for a reason. I don't know why I haven't been waiting for them to be hit, but had an aggressive move in above that swing, aggressive move back down into it. Not super aggressive, but now this is pretty aggressive. And I like this fair value gap up here. And if we just risk $100, and then if this were to work, I think aiming for the lows would be ideal. So 1 to 3. I don't think that's a bad. I'm not like, it's not a bad idea. Can risk $86. It's only if it comes up here too. Time to go. Time to get off the charts. I think risking 86 is fine. Now, if I was like, I want to risk another $250 trade, then everyone can start yelling at me, but I don't think going for a very small risk is a bad idea. I just entered because we were close enough. It tapped the tapped that. No, I didn't, Knives. I'm so bad at doing stuff like that. I have plenty of time. The only time I reviewed them was when I did it on stream with you guys that one day. I'm not new to trading. I just hate doing the testing and stuff. I mean, I don't do I seem overwhelmed? Damn, I thought I've been doing pretty good. Knives over here thinking I just started a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I know it's going to be it's not like you can just one day you're just good at it and you never have to improve again. I understand that. I just get lazy and complacent. Oh, Grim. Just take it easy and take a break if you have. Take a break if you have to. I think it's uh, self discipline and risk management that stops traders from improving. That's what I'm really trying to focus on right now. Admittedly, I should have probably not taken another trade today, but at least I think I'm making the right decision by at least scaling down and not risking another 250 because I wouldn't want to be down 500 in a day since the most I want to be doing is like 250 ish. So it's going to, if this were to get stopped out, it's just going to be a little bit more than that. 360 instead of 250. I can live with that. McLovin, I'm really trying to not change my plans after I get into a trade. Oh, Tyler. Yeah, I think Knives is second. Me being mad that I should have respected my one trade rule. That would be. I'm not going to be mad if this doesn't work out. If I entered risking 250 and then it didn't work out, yeah, I'd be like, why didn't I just? That's why I have. That's why I'm trying to stick to one trade a day. Like, but I scaled down and just gave it another chance after 10. Um, yeah, I'm fine. Now I don't know. I feel like I'm in a pretty decent place mentally. So the only thing is that I did point out saying a long off of it. Oh, come on. I don't want all this crap. Um, I did mark out this long or long off of that gap. But I noticed that afterwards and somebody else pointed it out, so I'm not giving I need to respect what I was marking out earlier this morning and making a new high at that line and then getting a bearish fair value gap. I got it. I have to just take that. $305. Jesus. I wasn't looking at a 5-minute. Not gonna work out. I wasn't watching something else I was talking about earlier too. Again, I don't think I inherently did anything wrong today. I need to just keep doing what I'm doing. But I did want to start reincorporating the 5-minute more. I was doing that the other week and I felt pretty good about it. But these bodies respecting that order block right there, displaced past it. Should have taken that long. All right, so down 317 on the amp. Not that big of a deal. 250 is kind of where I'm at, so we can handle that, no problem. Just struggling because of the whole missing, or not missing, but not taking trades Thursday, Friday, and then coming back to start the week. Yesterday was absolutely garbage, and then starting the week with 2 red days, just, that just sucks. It just really sucks. But I know in the future, when I look back on this week, I will be glad that I stopped where I did on these 2 days, because I will have seen that I was able to easily recover them, versus when I look back and see like a minus $1,900 day. Thanks, Tyler. Taken me a while to think like this, and you guys can tell I still struggle with it. Damn, why wasn't I looking at the 5-minute though? I think I would have longed that. Oh yeah, Red Fridays absolutely suck. Yeah, my last tilty day was my last bad tilty day was a $1,900 day. We haven't had one since. I've had a $600 losing day since then. So 600 is still more than what I want, but preferably around 250 is where we should be at on losing days right now. We can increase that I don't want to increase a red day, obviously, but we can risk more the more we make. But at the moment, I need to make my losing days as small as possible. It just really blows that we didn't take a trade on Thursday and Friday, but we avoided red days. But 317 is a hell of a lot better than minus 1900. That's for damn sure. Appreciate it, Knives. Man, I wish I was watching the 5-minute. And what did I say earlier? I said longing off of this. Stop beneath this order block. I didn't obey it. Yeah, and I was toying with the idea of having 2 charts. All right, real quick on our Apex, down again 184 today. It's fine. I should just keep this. This will force me to watch the 5 minute. If I just keep the 5 minute up, then I'll have to switch back and forth. We'll just save that. 5 minutes to get a better read on the market. And if I get a setup on the, so it's not going to prevent, it's not going to prevent me from taking setups on the 1 minute because I'll still be okay with that. But seeing a setup on the 5 minute and then watching for a setup around the entry of the 5 minute on the 1 minute would give me, it just enhances the probability. I don't know what you mean, Tyler. But what I would want to do is this. This is how I treat. Just going to draw on. How do I get the drawings on both? New drawings will sync on layout. So what I would do is see a setup forming. Why is it not showing up on? Oh, this is on E-mini. Delta. So I'd want to see a setup form in a setup that's on the 5 minute and on the 1 minute in that general area. Have a fair value gap here and order blocks here. So use that from entry. So instead of putting a long on the 5 minute and putting a stop all the way down here, you just look in that general area where your entry would be on the 5 minute, but then you can do your whole entry and stop based on the 1 minute. I feel like that too, and I need to repeat myself. If it's not important, just never mind. Oh, and here's look at that balance price range right there, Tyler. On the 1 minute, that's beautiful. Candles are exactly the same size. This is just going to keep going up. Joseph, no, because I'm not necessarily. There's been plenty of times where what I'm doing was calling the top, but I'm not necessarily trying to call a top. Like if both of those shorts, I wasn't looking for the market to just tank after that. I was just looking to get a scalp off of it. And I refuse to put more indicators on or not more indicators. I refuse to put any indicators. I want to be doing this with just price action. I don't know if I was watching the 5 minute, if I would have not taken this fair value gap anyways. Because we just took out the liquidity up here. So I know, same thing, Hank. This is where my one trade and risk management come into play, because some days we will take out liquidity that I have marked out and we will reverse there. Some days we won't. So that just means some days I need to be okay with taking the red trade, and on the days that it works, which theoretically should be more often, those are the days we make money. That's just how trading works. I don't need to do anything different than I did today. The only thing I could have done was not take that extra trade, but I scaled way down, risking less than half of what I normally do, just to give myself a little bit of a chance there. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, and that's all I'm really after. I'm not trying. I mean, obviously, I want to be making money, but I'm really just trying to get consistent down and get my self discipline in place. And then I will feel more comfortable about scaling up, and then we can scale up to whatever the hell we want. There's not even, usually on days where I'm wrong, or not when I'm wrong. So obviously, if we were long biased, which I was long biased, I said that in the beginning of the stream, I'm long biased. Yeah, I don't want to consistently lose, Hank. That's why I need to stick to one trade a day, because typically these work. But even that 1-to-1 stuff I was doing didn't work today. Usually that at least works on this stuff. So even though this bearish fair value gap didn't indicate we were going lower, typically we at the very least do one of these numbers and hit that, create a double bottom, and then rip up. But it didn't even want to do that. So this is a type of day I just got to stop. Yes, consistency and discipline are my goals right now. So I'm going to consistently follow my rules and continue scaling for my entries. I'm going to consistently stop trading when I should, instead of making them way worse. This is my motivation to stop trading. I'm going to show you guys. I've showed you guys before. We're going to go over it again just to really drill it into my head that stopping is the best thing for me right now. Don't watch my old videos, McLovin. They're so cringy. I watched one the other day just to see. They're crazy. This is why I'm stopping, because I refuse to have more days like this. I'm just not going to do it. This single day right here is why I was not profitable in the month of October. That single day. If this day was a minus $200 day, I would have made money in October. Do you know how like frustrating and disappointing that is? That all the work I did in October meant I gave money back, and it's because of this single day. Yes, I had other red days. Yes, some other red days were larger than they should have been, but this is the day why I did not make money in October. And I'm just not going to let that happen anymore. No, freaking I don't know if I told you guys, but Donkey Puncher freaking went back and commented on my very first video I posted. I'm like, what? Stop watching these old videos. I thought I was making good videos, but now when I go back and watch those compared to just like the quality that I have now, like those suck compared to where I'm at. I was also using like a phone to record them, and then not using that good of a mic, but in my mind I was doing the best I could with what I had. Crazy, right? I can improve on what I'm doing now. This mic was super cheap. I bought like the cheapest one, but it was better than what I had. I think it sounds all right. It's not worth it to improve that yet. Thanks. You guys gotta stop with your compliments. It's gonna start getting in my head. All right, you guys want to know what the you guys are gonna be so excited to see this. Some lucky person, one of you lucky little rats, is going to get to share this with me in December. Look at that. Oh, come on, McLovin. Don't bring that up. What? That was. You guys are going too far now. I'm about to go make all those videos private. But yeah, 7 days in November, after I made a big deal about a monthly giveaway, this is what. No, this is for November so far. November. But you know what? That's on you guys. I'm not in control of people clicking these links. That's completely on you all. So, not gonna beg people to click this crap. But I guess I picked the right month to start sharing that money with you guys, because last month, October, this is what my payout is this month. And I didn't have to share that with you all because I said I'm starting in December. But we got the rest of the month, so maybe it will take off. But yeah, I just want to keep you guys updated on that. Keep your spirits high, and what's half of that? One of you lucky people is about to get $18 richer in December. Honestly, that may be more than some people are making on the charts. So you guys can't say anything. Grim, listen to me. This is the second time you're saying you're not doing good. There's two simple things you can do to improve that. Either one, just take a break, or just stop. You don't have to. The market is going to win. I want to, like, I'm not a professional at this whatsoever, but I want to attempt to demonstrate what I think that, like, this is how we're supposed to trade. Alito, there's a chance in your chat, not this chat that's on the screen, but you might have to click, instead of live chat, yours might say top chat. Yeah, if it's on top chat, Grims doesn't come up for whatever reason. Whenever you go on people's live streams, it defaults to top chat, and you need to click live chat or change it to live chat. No, I think he doesn't have it set to top. I don't think he has it set to live. He's still new to YouTube. He's trying to learn what's going on. It's part of the reason why I wanted to put it on the screen. Yeah, I bet everybody, like, YouTube defaults it to top chat. So if you guys go into anybody's Alito is YU, and he has like 3 different accounts. If you go into anybody's live stream and they don't have the chat on the screen like this, if you're just using it on the YouTube like side panel or whatever, it always defaults to top chat. So if you want to see like the actual chat, just change it to live chat. I don't know why YouTube thinks Grim is spam. He didn't say anything suspicious. Where were those? Where did I have these lines drawn? It was these two, wasn't it? Now we're going after that third one. Mm. So I've talked before about when you have two setups that contradict each other. And it's kind of what we had here, where I was talking about a long off of this, but then I also saw a short off of that. And I think the best thing would have been, obviously this is hindsight, but maybe when I go into the day with a bias, I should take the one that meets the bias. Today, before any of this even happened, I was long biased. Maybe, I don't know. At the daily, damn. Oh yeah, all these we've just been ripping up ever since that. Well, what I was thinking was, Tyler, yesterday we had that happen. You know, we made highs and a fair value gap, and then my first one didn't work. But then we went up and made new highs, and then we kind of slow grinded down the rest of the day. So that's what I was kind of thinking, hoping, I guess. I was hoping that would happen today. But oh well. Right. It's just so, I know you're with me on this. It's so hard to feel like we did something wrong when you take a losing trade, but both of my setups met my requirements and they just didn't work. I think he's talking about this one up here that I have marked out as the weekly swing. It's kind of looking like one of those days. What were we doing during this whole? Oh, we were in the shorts. When that happened, I think I should have taken a step back. Oh, Delta, it's a problem for all of us. And it sucks because there's nothing anybody can say that's going to help you. It's just, yeah, I go through that too. How did they know? But the change comes down to we have to make those changes. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. We're not taking anything else. Tomorrow I need to be more conscious of higher time frame. But like I said, I don't think I did anything wrong. I took 2 setups that meet what I'm looking for in setups. So could have stopped after the first one. I kind of needed to do the second one. Otherwise, I would have been thinking about trading all day had I not. But that just reinforces, limiting myself to 1 or 2 trades. And it was a good thing we scaled down. Otherwise, we'd be down way more than we wanted to. So, post your just post some screenshots, Tyler. But I got to go help my wife with some stuff. And it's about 11 anyways, but you got this. You only got, 15 more points to go? Glad you got your money. Looks like it might be hit while I'm just saying goodbye. But you guys have a good one. And, oh, damn, look at that. Yep. I'll talk to you guys in Discord, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow.